Hi everyone, I'm Brad Budd and this is MBOT TV. David Wojcik is on assignment. Stories we covered this week. NAFTA gets the green light from the United States. Bill C-4, the new NAFTA agreement, is tabled in the House of Commons. Premier Ford announces a new Ontario-U.S. trade strategy. And Peel Public Health kicks into high gear preparing for the coronavirus. Welcome to MBOT TV, a weekly recap of what happened in business at the Mississauga Board of Trade and around the city of Mississauga. So let's dive in. If you want to stay up to date on current issues affecting business leaders, tune in to Your Business on Sauga 960 AM, Fridays at 11 a.m. A one-hour business show with industry experts on everything from motivating employees to boosting your bottom line. This Friday, join David Wojcik and his guest Brian Sutherland and get an update on the Lakeview project. You can also listen online at www.sauga960am.ca. Would you like to save money on your employee benefits? The Chamber Plan can help.
The Chamber's plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chamber's plan. It's for your benefit.
Still to come is our upcoming events listing with Stephanie Giorgio, but first, these are the stories we are covering on the political front. Premier Doug Ford announced at the Canadian Chamber of Commerce Canada 360 conference last week that Ontario will be developing an Ontario-United States trade strategy, given the fact that President Donald Trump has now signed the new NAFTA agreement, and Canada is likely to do so in the next couple of months. The Premier announced that he and the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Job Creation will travel to Washington, D.C. on February 7 to 9 and advance the Ontario government's priorities, including promoting investment and job creation with key U.S. partners. While in Washington, Premier Ford and Minister Fedeli will look to continue talks with the state of Ohio on removing trade restrictions and making it easier to do business and create jobs on both sides of the border. Meanwhile, in the House of Commons, Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland has tabled Bill C-4, an act to implement the Canada-United States-Mexico Free Trade Agreement. The minister recently wrote to the leaders of the Conservative, Bloc Québécois, and NDP to ask them to help expedite the bill through Parliament so the deal can be ratified as quickly as possible. The Canadian Chamber of Commerce stated, all trade talks involve give and take, and the CUSMA represents a good outcome for the overall Canadian economy, even if not all aspects of the agreement were perfect for every sector of the economy. Given the pressing trade issues facing the Canadian economy, we need to bring the CUSMA process to a close to enable the Canadian government and businesses to focus on efforts to diversify our export markets. Well, MBOT will be holding a NAFTA forum on the new agreement in partnership with the American-Canadian Chamber of Commerce on March 5th, and details will be out shortly. Ontario Finance Minister Rod Phillips released the 2019-2020 third quarter financial results last week, indicating the government still expects to hit its $9 billion deficit for the fiscal year, which is down from $10.5 billion a year ago, a revenue increase of $3.1 billion over the 2019 budget, reflecting strong job growth, rising household incomes, and strengthening home resales, and real GDP growth by 0.6%, which followed a gain of 0.8% in the second quarter. The third quarter growth was supported by higher consumer spending, investment in residential structures, and strong exports. And despite claims to the contrary, program expenditures are expected to increase by $2.5 billion higher than the 2019 budget projection through spending in health, education, and social services. The City of Mississauga has developed its pre-budget asks of both the federal and provincial governments. The main priorities revolve around strategic transit investments, sustainable infrastructure funding, affordable housing, climate change initiatives, and city building initiatives. Municipalities do need the financial support of the senior orders of government, particularly in infrastructure projects that benefit both residents and businesses in our city. Region of Peel Public Health Department has been very active on the coronavirus situation, providing regular updates and advice to the public. Last week, MBOT shared the region's information update through our social media channels. For the most up-to-date information on this, please go to peelregion.ca/coronavirus. The worldwide concern over the coronavirus has resulted in significant air travel disruption, particularly in and out of mainland China. And now for our coming events listing with Stephanie Giorgio. Stephanie.
And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On February 12th, join us at Hub Climbing Mississauga for Good Morning Mississauga. Meet up to 100 potential business clients, partners, and suppliers before the start of your workday. Remember to book a speaker spot. Where else can you make over 100 cold calls in just 2 minutes? On February 20th, join us at the Living Arts Center for Part 2 of Digital Transformation Resized for Your Business. The Professional Development Program presents how to identify the right social media channels for your business and creating killer content. On February 25th, join us at Wynn Fitness Meadowville for Good Evening Mississauga Business Social. This evening will be filled with networking, a complimentary drink, and some light snacks. Also, enjoy a complimentary goodie bag for all attendees. On March 3rd, it's our annual Mayor's State of the City Luncheon. Mayor Crombie will address the Mississauga Board of Trade membership and provide an update on the accomplishments for the City of Mississauga. On March 4th, Membership Matters is at MBOT, a session for new members to discover all the great benefits that your Mississauga Board of Trade has to offer. Seasoned members are always welcome to stop by for a refresher. On March 25th, MBOT welcomes John Lettieri, CEO and founder of Hero Burger, for an intriguing fireside chat at the Glen Erin Inn. On March 31st, join us at the Kagan Heartland Town Center for an evening filled with networking, adult beverages, and some light snacks. On April 1st, we welcome the Commissioners and Chief Administrative Officers of the City of Mississauga and the Region of Peel. Join us for dinner and a conversation at the Credit Valley Golf and Country Club. This evening will provide you with the opportunity to have a conversation with one of our senior leaders of the city or the region. And save the date for our annual Golf Classic 9 Dine and Network. On June 22nd, we tee off at Lionhead Golf for 9 holes of fun. Whether you're a golfer or not, this event has something for you. Can't make golf? No problem. Join us for dinner, big prizes, and our legendary silent auction. Sponsorship opportunities currently available. Speak to your membership service manager for more information. Back to you.
Well, thanks, Stephanie. If you have any questions about how to register for an event, increase awareness for your business, or have your company featured on this great MBOT TV, contact your membership services manager by calling 905-273-6151 and press 0 to get connected. Details about these stories and events are also available at www.mbot.com. Well, until next week, this is Brad Butt wishing you continued success in your business.